From the NWTV studios on the campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, this is 7 News.
Hello, and thank you for choosing NWTV today. I'm Megan Spray. Here's a look at our top headlines for this week. A Northwestern student is currently studying in the United Kingdom. A senior computer science major from Enid, John Cloud, was selected as a Brad Henry International Scholar by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education. Cloud is spending his senior spring semester at Swansea University in Swansea, Wales, United Kingdom. Although Cloud is a computer science major, he is taking political science classes while in Wales. This year's Northwestern Art Society Art Show has wrapped up and the winners have been announced. A piece in the miscellaneous category by Elena Pierce is the winner of the People's Choice Award during the art show. This piece was voted the favorite by those who visited the show. Elena Warrington's drawing is the Best of Show winner in the student division, and Connie Moore's still life painting is the Best of Show winner in the non-student division. A winner's show of all winning art pieces will be at the Runnymede on the evening of April 4th from 6 to 8. Many of you may have noticed the new food vending machine in the Student Center. Chartwell's installed the vending machine to offer food 24 hours a day. We went to find out what students think of this option.
I haven't used the kiosk because I've noticed that it's quite expensive, so it would be more enticing if it was a little cheaper and there were more options.
I don't use the kiosk because it's right by the small convenient student store, so I'd rather buy quick chips than to wait for it to bake. I think what would make me use it though would be like hearing probably reviews and seeing the options it has from other people. You know, I haven't heard of anybody who used it yet, but yeah.
I used it one time because it was new and I wanted to try it, and the food honestly wasn't that good and it's kind of expensive, so I just haven't used it again.
I don't use the kiosk because I'm not in the student center very often, but when I looked through it, they didn't have a lot of food options, and I was kind of worried that when it cooked, it was going to be bad. So I'd probably use it if they had better food options and if things were a little cheaper.
So the reason why I don't use the kiosk is because it's not really beneficial to me at all. And typically it's like a food of the day, and a lot of the time it doesn't sound appetizing that day. And if there was any quality where I would use it, if they had multiple foods, not just one type of food.
So I don't use the kiosk because I didn't know it existed, and for me to use it, it would have to be in Carter Hall because I live there and that's the only place I go on campus.
Students are able to order at the kiosk or on an app. Be sure to gather your resume and cover letter and prepare professional attire because Northwestern's holding their spring career and internship fair this Monday, April 7th. From 10 to noon, the Student Center Ballroom will be open to students and job seekers in the community. Organizations registered in the event range from sales teams to graduate study programs. Future educators had the opportunity to attend a career fair on campus last week. Oklahoma and Kansas schools, along with the Marine Corps, were at the event hoping to fill teaching positions. Overall, 19 education institutions were represented at the event. The Rialto Theater has been a staple in the Alva community for years. Located on Alva's downtown square, the Rialto is a 3-screen movie theater and snack bar. It also has a rich history. Here's NWTV's Ken Irving with the story.
The Rialto Theater is a historic landmark here in Alva. The Jones family has left an everlasting impact on the Alva community since 1949 by its founder, Homer C. Jones.
That was my grandfather. He came from Sherman, Texas in the late 20s. They sent him to Alva to run a theater. And I guess he fell in love with it, decided to buy his own. At one point had 3 theaters, which he called the 3 R's of entertainment in Alva, which was the Rialto, the Ritz, and the Ranger. I always hear stories from people that grew up with my dad or when they lived in Alva their whole life that he was kind of mean. And he was always like, he would come in the theater, and if you had your feet on the seat, he would whack you with a stick. Like he would hit your shins or be like, hey man, get your feet off the seats, quit doing that.
He was the one that was generally out at the drive-in, keeping an eye on it, making sure that the cars didn't have 9 guys in the trunk of it on cheap night. The guys would stuff 3 or 4 guys in the trunk and slip them in, and every once in a while, Homer would check the trunk and make real sure.
So my dad basically, started taking it over from him, and he kind of built it what it is today. I would come down with my dad on the weekends and he'd sell tickets out in the booth and I'd sit out there with them, or my mom would always sell tickets at the drive-in, so I was always at the ticket booth there. He's still around. I mean, he loves coming in every day, and I see him every day, and we talk about things, and he's always throwing suggestions at me. It's a good relationship. Not many people have that, where you get to work with your dad or you get to see your parents every day. So people feel safe enough and comfortable enough with us that they know that they trust us to, you can just drop the kid off and go to a movie. So.
I moved here in the early 70s. My main memory is dropping my kids off down here for them to go to the movie. This gives people somewhere to go that's different than sitting in front of their TV at home. If they've got grandkids here from somewhere, they say, "What do you do in Elba, Grandma?" Well, we go to the show sometimes.
At the time, like when I was growing up, I was like, I ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna get out of Alva, I'm gonna do something else. But, you kind of grow to love it, and you don't want something that your grandparents and your dad built, and you kind of want that to keep going. And I don't want to pressure him into that. I think I want him to do what he wants to do. I mean, he's a pretty creative kid, and he's a good kid, and I don't know, maybe Peyton would want to do it. I don't know. I've never really thought about Peyton wanting to do it, but maybe they could do it together. I don't know, but there's no pressure on that. I mean, I'll do it till I die probably, just to keep it going. If they don't, then they have their own path and do what they want to do. So.
Long live the Rialto. Yeah, that's about it. Longer the better.
Basketball season at Northwestern has wrapped up for the year. Several players achieved great results while on the court. Let's meet a few of those players.
I am Camille Thomas. I am a senior here at Northwestern, and I play forward here. One word to describe the season would probably be a feeling of euphoria, just a lot of excitement, very intense games and moments, I would say. My favorite moment would probably be just when we beat OBU in double OT in the tournament. I remember being in the huddle every time we huddled up and saying, like, we gotta have this one, like, we're gonna win this one. I think it was just all of us being on the same page of just, like, doing something that we never, like, anyone in history, being a Lady Ranger, could accomplish. I want to say yes. I think us seniors did a good job instilling in the younger ones of the culture and the family of Lady Rangers, and I think they understood kind of how much it means to us, so I think it's in good hands.
My name's Carly Craig. I'm a senior at Northwestern Oklahoma State, and I play point guard. It feels great, to be in the record books with some other great former players. I would just like people to know that, yes, this record has my name on it, but it's not just a testament to me, it's a testament to my team and all of their hard work. And, it's just great to be surrounded by great teammates and coaches every day. It's funny because I didn't know about it, but my mom would watch the games online and she would hear the commentators talk about it. And so she was kind of the one telling me, like I was this close to it and all this stuff. I knew my role in this team was to hit open shots. And so with that, you have to put a lot of practice in to build your confidence to hit those shots in the game. If I missed a shot, I just told myself, like, it's okay, hit the next one, like, shoot or shoot. So I would like to give thanks to my coaches. They gave me a lot of guidance, and then to my teammates for their belief and their trust in me to hit shots, and then to my parents, they always supported me, and so really I wouldn't be at this point in my career without any of those people.
My name is Thomas Prado. I'm a senior here at Northwestern Oklahoma State University, and I play point guard here for the school. We had to go through a lot of adversity over the season. We lost 5 games in a row, 6 games, and then we went on a win streak. My favorite moments from the season, I would say the road trips, definitely. Got to hang out with the guys, and I'll forever cherish those moments. I would say going to the tournament was the best part. All of us had a lot of fun, so I think that would be my favorite moment from this year. It was just a devastating loss, but they'll learn from it. when I'm gone, they'll learn, and hopefully they can get one next year. I 100% think that I'm leaving it in better hands with the group that's coming in. I wish them all the best, and just never forget, never to give up is what I always preach to them. So.
That's a look at our top headlines for this week. For more, head to our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you next time.